What's up, y'all?
What's good? What's good? Yes, sir. We're here for the last week of Black History Month, but we all know Black History is 24/7, 365. Don't get it twisted. They just wanted to give us the shortest month because hating asses.
They're afraid of the
But anyway,
power.
but see, we still make the best of it because
Hey,
all February, we've been feeling the love. We have.
oh, for sure. I mean, granted, I'll say this year, especially considering the administration we're under, has been a rough one. You know what I mean? Like, compared to other years, for sure, this year has definitely been like, kind of crazy. But like,
Right.
it still hasn't been bad. Like, I haven't felt like, oh, we're just down and out. But then again, I think that's the story
Right.
of black people in general in this country is like even at the worst, we never feel like we just completely lost out here, you know? But
Right.
like, yeah, it has been pretty rough this year for sure. I mean, to the president of the United
Yeah.
States sharing a monkey video of the former president and first lady, like, bruh, what?
And I was
I had to
talking
play
about
the
this.
other Black History Month jam for me.
Oh, which one is that one?
You don't know this one?
I can barely hear it. Hear it.
It's
Oh, let's
Optimistic
see.
by Sounds of Blackness.
Oh, okay. I guess the beat's coming in now. But anyway, hopefully, the YouTube gods don't,
I know that's why
what's
I'm
that word?
like toggling the sound with it because like I don't want them to hit us real hard, but I just had to play a little bit of it. I love that song. Gotta
Oh
listen
yeah,
to it every
because we
year.
are black.
Sound of Blackness, Optimistic. There's another one they had too. I think it's called like Soul Holiday. I like that one. Uh and then got to play some Arrested Development. I feel like Arrested Development low key feels like a Black History Month playlist. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of
Is that the everyday people?
yeah, Everyday People, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Yo, that man, what's that dude name, man? Peace be upon that nigga, man. That random old dude that was in the group,
yeah, the
man. Peace
old
upon
dude.
him, man.
That was like me being
What was his
young.
name?
I
Was
had
his
no
name Bob or
idea that
something?
like I can't remember. I don't know. I'm younger, so I don't really know like the members of the group. I just like I found out about Arrested Development by accident. Actually, like I think it was in high school. I heard about them because I used to a lot of it was before I was buying Spotify and stuff. I used to listen to music over iHeartRadio, and so like you would put like you could create like they would create a radio station for you for like whatever artist you was trying to listen to. So like
Right.
I had a Fuji station, and so they would just play like constant like 90s stuff on there. And yeah, Arrested Development would pop up. Like I think it was a Tennessee, Everyday People, Mr. Wendell. I forgot there was another one that I forgot, but yeah, no, that's how I found out about them.
I too found out about Arrested Development by accident. It was like back in the good old days where motherfuckers like arrow like you would see these commercials like classic hip hop jams.
Yeah,
Like I remember as like take me to another place, take me. I'm
take
like,
me
who's
to
this?
another. Yeah, but I just didn't
So
know, listening to him versus watching the music videos. I didn't know there were so many people in the group. Like, you go look up the album cover, and there's like mad at them in the group. I'm like, y'all can't all be performing. Like, who is the
nah, I know,
musicians in
right?
the group?
Like I said, I think like the old dude, they're like, here, man, here's this drum dog. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
Or maybe he was the shaman. I don't know.
yeah. He
But
blessed the track.
but nah, man. You know, you know, I would just get this out of the way. I don't know enough about Tourette syndrome to judge the person, but our real
Yeah,
enemy is BBC, because I found out yesterday that the BAFTAs was not live, and they had plenty of chances to like ask that.
Which is crazy
So
because I didn't know that either. My mom was talking about the incident, and she said that yeah, she had heard that they wasn't live because I just naturally assumed, it's an award show that it was live. Like I just naturally assumed that, because most of our war shows here is live. So
yeah, like live
I just,
recorded. Yeah,
I had no idea that that joint wasn't live, and I'm like, bruh, that is so crazy that they
and and it's
had
like
that joint live, and then I had
they
that
could
joint
censor
taped,
free
and they
Palestine. Like, uh, yeah, like
yeah,
they can
you could
censor
censor
free
free
Palestine,
Palestine,
but the N word. I mean, because I
but
don't know
yeah,
how you two gonna act if I
yeah,
say it, but
right.
well, if I say the ER, I
Uh,
know we've been saying the A, but
right. And now when it comes to the Tourette syndrome thing, I'm kind of mixed. Like I don't know how to necessarily feel because like on one hand, yeah, it's a debilitating illness, and it affects people differently. You know what I mean?
right,
But on the other hand, too, that I've heard people say too, like the way most people think of Tourette's, it's like now I could be wrong. I'm not no expert, but like it's more so that like you have no natural filter. So I guess a part of me is kind of just like, well, was he thinking the N word? Like, why did his brain think the N word and then it slipped out?
I
I
mean,
don't know.
it's like, I mean, I can kind of get that just because it's Britain, right? It's Europe.
Right,
Europeans can be racist, and I'm pretty sure that word flies over there too. So
right.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you a nigga with you're somebody with Tourette's, you're gonna see some black people be like, and so, but
Well,
like
because
I
like
said,
they did
our
say
real
like
enemy is BBC.
yeah, well, like because they did say too, like I guess when he was younger, because I think they said they covered this incident in the Crown show or whatever. But like I guess when he was younger, I don't even know who the guy is. But apparently when he was younger, he like slipped up in front of the Queen and said "F the Queen."
Oh yeah,
You know what I
F the
mean? Like
Queen. Like, I think yeah, was he being knighted or something? Like I heard it was while he was being knighted. He said it, but it could have been
dang,
just
that's
another
crazy.
program.
That's
Like
wild
F
if
the
you
Queen.
was.
Like I know that room was like, oh
Yeah. But it did make me think too, like, so like when I was talking about it with my mom, it reminded me, and she reminded me of the story too. She used to tell us this story when she was I think when she was in high school, there was like this guy who used to walk through like East Liberty, because I don't think he was walking through Homewood like that. Granted, walking through East Liberty doing this is
Mhm.
crazy still, especially East Liberty back in the day before they gentrified it. But apparently there was a guy, he got filmed, like they covered it on the news back then, and he was like known as a nuisance, and they claimed he had Tourette's, and he would like go around, just saying crazy stuff. But they said the worst part about it though was that for some reason specifically, every time he got around blacks, he'd say the N word, or if he got around Latinos, he'd say like, um, I
Whatever
don't
their
know how to,
slurs are.
yeah, like I don't mean to like spit,
Probably
you
like
know
the
what I mean?
WB one,
Yeah, or like Hispanic
you
without
know,
the his, you know what I mean? Like like
right.
yeah, like
Bean with
pick,
the ER in it,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like
Hard
pick,
ER on the bean.
pick, pick with an S is the best way to say it. But like,
Right. Pick
you
with an S, yeah.
yeah, and he would say that going around, and my mom was like, see, and she said, a lot of black people at the time was ticked off, especially if you lived in that area and knew about him. Because, and the way my mom always said it, she said the thing that ticked her off is that if you really couldn't help it, and I'm not saying my mom's no mental health expert, but she always felt that if you really didn't help it, how come he wasn't calling white people the N word? You know what I mean? Like, why did it only slip out when he was around blacks? The same thing when it was around Latinos. How come them slurs only slipped out when you was around Latinos? You didn't call no Asians none of them slurs. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
Yeah,
I
like I wonder, like if he was to go, I don't know, to like Monroeville, would he just be like P Woods?
yeah.
Can we say the white slur? I don't know. I ain't even gonna risk it.
Or
Ritz
like
crackers.
if he went like to some of some of the more like old school neighborhoods here, you start calling them a bunch of Polacks or something like that. Like, just like he, I'm just saying it's just like, or if he went to the Italian parts and, call
Mhm.
it, start shouting
watching,
they
watching the day go, as they say.
yeah, yeah,
Or what's
like
the or if you're in a Jewish neighborhood, you say the word kite,
oh yeah, if
but
you went to Squirrel Hill with start yeah, you know what I mean? Like
you know,
so like
kite without the T in it, but
yeah.
replace it with a K.
Yeah, so like I got from like what my mom was saying. She said, yeah, like a lot of people at the time was ticked off because they was like, yo, like he don't be shouting them. He don't be shouting like, for instance, like if he really couldn't help it, he don't. How come he don't call white people the N word? Because you would think he would just say the N word regardless. Why does he know to only say that to black people? You know what I mean? Like so it is like a interesting too. She said there was another guy in East Liberty who uh I don't they she said like they claimed he had some sort of mental illness, but he would go up to people's cars and kick them, whether they was on the street or they was in traffic. He would just run up and
So,
kick the car.
but and I guess my thing is too is like and that's interesting. Like how much, like where is the line? I guess because obviously you can have a mental illness, but it doesn't necessarily it won't
Right,
excuse everything, right? I
right,
mean, yeah, sure, oh yeah, he's just off in the head, but it's like
right,
okay, but he's still damaging property. Somebody's
right.
gotta,
Well, and the thing too, like so for instance, like with the car kicker dude, my mom said she was coming home from work one day. And she said this was like she was like in her 20s or 30s. She said dude went to come kick the car, and she rolled down the window, screamed at him right there on Penn Avenue in the middle. Everybody they talk about like, yo, you kick my car, I'm gonna get out and beat your behind right here in front of all these people. And she screamed at him right in the middle of Penn Avenue, and she said that he walked away. Like, and so she was like, well, clearly he understood that. Like, and so I don't know. Like I said, I'm not here to like rag on nobody with them illnesses. I'm just saying I do wonder at what point
like where's
can
the line? Yeah,
where's the line? Like, for instance, that man at the BAFTAs is like he wasn't just shouting N-word into the void for everybody. It was specifically when two black guys walked on the stage that the N word came out his mouth. You know what I mean? And then, but I also hear what you were saying too. Is like the bigger enemy here is the BAFTAs, especially like the host Alan Cumming. He in his reply for sympathy for that guy, he was like, "Yeah, we just don't." He said something about like people getting offended or something like that. It was something kind of like this flippant and arrogant or whatever. And it was really messed up because it's like, bro, you're a gay man, an openly flamboyant gay
right,
man too. You know what I mean? And you talking about like people getting offended or whatever, that's crazy.
right.
I'm
Because
pretty
if
sure
you'd have
people
F
told
slurred,
you
then you probably would have been like, "Oh, hey,
that.
that's
Right,
not cool, bro."
right.
So
Yeah, it's yeah, it was pretty foul, like how Alan Cumming tried to dress it up too. And I think the worst thing about the incident to me was seeing not only Michael B. Jordan's face, but you could tell, his face was messed up. But the worst was like Delroy Lindo, because Delroy Lindo's overcome so much. He's been around so long.
mhm.
And like he just flashed back in that moment. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
was like he
And
just
did they reach out to him yet? Like, 'cause I heard the BBC or BAFTA didn't even reach out to him.
see that I don't know because yeah, I did hear that part that they hadn't reached out, that they like nor not only haven't had at least at the time of this, in terms of my knowledge, they haven't reached out, but not only did they not reach out, They didn't even comfort them after the incident. Like the initial, like there was no hands-on coverage of the incident even at the moment. You would think somebody would have been there, like, oh, I'm sorry, like, but like that's what Delroy Lindo was saying. Is like they didn't even like nobody even shook their hands or nothing like after the incident. Like that's the
Mm.
craziest part to me. There was no aftercare for the two men who experienced the humiliation. So to sit there and come out, or at least telling Alan Cumming to come out, or he could have just did it on his own. But regardless, it felt like Alan Cumming was the mouthpiece for the defense squad of the man with the Tourette's. And I'm not saying they should have thrown him to the wolves, but it does feel a bit bad to have the host come out, do this whole big thing about people need to look past getting offended and instead, realize it was involuntary, all this stuff. We need to have so much compassion and soft hands for this man. But where was that same compassion and
Right.
understanding for the two men who were humiliated? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like I
Like they
said,
got
and to
called a
me,
racial slur
especially
on
Delroy
TV.
Lindo. Like Delroy Lindo has been grinding in this acting world for decades just to get a moment where he's finally getting the real recognition he deserves just to hit just to get hit with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Right. Yeah, and and just to piggyback off what you said, it's like, who was the PR team? Like, they couldn't
Right.
write a better apology for that. Like, oh
Right.
shit, I'm sorry you feel that way, but don't you know he got a disease? You insensitive fucktards. Holy shit. Which,
Yeah.
like, yeah, like were there black people online just being extra reactionary? Like, sure. But, the most part though, most people were just saying, hey, look, I mean, we understand he got a condition, but
Mm-hmm.
that word, definitely hurts people. Like,
Right.
and like you said, like those two men were, humiliated. Well, luckily it wasn't live television, but still, they were on
Right.
camera, and y'all still released it in the final draft, which I think they had
Right.
to take. I think they had to take it off their app for a bit and then put it back up, edit it. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like people saw that, and it's like y'all had the wherewithal to censor something that's not even a controversial thing to say, free
Right.
Palestine. But sure, yeah, let's let the offensive word fly. And and I'm not even that mad at the Tourette's dude because yeah, he got Tourette's. So fuck it. And I heard he ended up just leaving early just because he's like, all right, man, I done fucked up.
Yeah.
Let me just get the hell out of here.
Right.
Um, you know, because I mean, listen, if Kanye West was able to apologize for
Right.
all that bullshit he did, and he had a mental illness, and yeah,
Right.
y'all was, and I'm not even being a Kanye defender. I mean, but he was being rightfully dragged in the mud for all
Right.
his shit. So, at the very least, just say, just go to the guy, just be like, hey, just,
Right.
just apologize to them guys, and
Right.
just better explain your condition.
Right.
But we're not gonna let that spoil the Black History greatness um, that we got. BAFTA. Hold on, I'm editing the description here.
Okay.
BAFTA N-word.
But yeah, man, nah, like I said, it is what it is. I said we moved on, life goes on, stuff like that. Um,
Mhm.
let's see, what else? What else? Oh, speaking since we more on the negative side, I don't know. It sucks to see two black people go at each other, but 50 Cent and Ti, boy. What's going on
Oh.
with y'all, boy?
Man,
That
I gotta listen to them songs more in depth, but apparently it seems like 50 tried to be petty towards Ti ain't going. Um, Now the only thing I
hey,
probably just did not agree with what Ti did, like I think he posted a picture of like the gravesite of 50 Cent's mom, and I was just like, dang, I'm glad I was able to love and protect my mom. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
all right, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
uh,
That's yeah. I mean, so from what I'd gathered, it seemed like well, apparently it seems like this has been brewing for a long time, but it seems like the
Interesting.
reignition of this started. I guess Ti was on a podcast. I forgot whose podcast it was, and he pretty much said that like, yeah, he wanted to do verses and he wanted to go against 50, but 50 ducked the fade or whatever. Which, like,
Hmm. Which I don't know
versus is
why.
not
Like that was
that
really good
serious of.
verses.
I mean, it would have been a great versus, but for real, I don't think versus is that serial for 50. Like, is that serious for 50 to have taken this like this hard? But 50 got mad and then started posting stuff calling Ti a rat because I guess he had that case. I guess like was like his bodyguard or something got killed, and he it's something with that case. I don't know. 50 Cent implied Ti ratted on the guy who shot his bodyguard. And then Ti was like, "Yo, I didn't rat. I ain't no rat. It's proven in the documents, but I got documents on you, big dog, that you a big time rat up in New York, like. And then it started getting crazy. They started posting stuff back and forth, but then I guess and yeah, it's just been building and building over the past like week or two, and then Ti made a diss track. It wasn't bad. The diss track wasn't bad. What was it? And then 50 posted an unflattering picture of Tiny, essentially calling her ugly.
Mm.
And then Ti's son King made a video which I hate to say it was darkly humorous, more so dark. But in the video, the gist of it is he pretty much said, you said you called my mama ugly. Post a picture of your mama right now. Oh wait, you can't. She's dead. And
Fuck.
he said, let's compare and contrast. Let's go shot for shot. Whose mama look better? Like, and it was crazy. And then
Damn.
yeah. And then I guess Ti posted that thing like you was talking about yeah, like protecting I was able to protect my mom or whatever, and then yeah, I guess 50 apparently 50 posted something else. I guess implying that he has secret information about Ti that he's about to drop or willing to drop if Ti don't stop. But I don't know, and that is as far as I'm caught up with. But yeah, this is
Okay.
crazy.
Dang. Oh boy, they really be on some no holds bar shit. I would have been like, God damn, where you going for my mama already? Hold on now.
Yeah,
There's some levels to this shit here, Like
yeah.
they
I
just went
mean,
straight. They
a
just
lot
went
of
straight
people was
on you.
dissing Ti's son for making that video, but like to be fair, that is his mother that 50 Cent
Yeah,
was
yeah.
dissing. Like I'm not, I wouldn't take that lightly. Like and you already know he's not afraid to open his mouth and say some stuff. Like this
Mm-hmm.
boy been popping off for a long while, so yeah. I mean,
You know,
it's nuts.
and maybe I'm just a different person, but if I'm beefing with somebody, I'm just coming for that person.
Right,
Now, if you want to put yourself in it and get in the way, then all right,
right,
then you gonna catch some strays. But nah, it's just me and you. I won't put your wife in it. I ain't gonna put your parents in it.
right,
Damn sure ain't gonna include your children. You know what I
right,
mean? But like I said, if they get in the way, then
right.
okay,
Well, yeah, no, I've always
But
felt that way. Like, for instance, like I remember during the whole Pusha T Drake thing, like the one part of Life of Audidon that I disagreed with them making fun of OVO 40's like
oh
uh
yeah, this condition.
illness and stuff. Like I thought that was whack. I'm like, what does that got to do with anything? Like you know what I mean? Like, you was already with it, like it didn't really matter at that point. But yeah, so I don't know. I will say though, it seemed like this time 50 met his match. Like Ti is just stuff of a like you. Heck, he tried to do a stand up career, so clearly he's down to clown. You know what I mean? Like he,
Mhm.
he's down to joke, and he already hopped in the booth already. So that's the other thing that's crazy. Like, you know, so who knows, man? I don't know. I just feel like at this point, both of them are mad old. Like,
Oh,
why
hey
are we
B,
doing this?
when you 34 trying to get on, like when you got on, it gave you the option to be on the stage, right? I'm gonna just resend them the link. But
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna just resend it to him.
yeah.
Cause it's saying it's just says it's letting him view, but it's not letting him like actually get on.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, and I'll try again. It should give option to join in.
All right, private chat. Okay, yeah, he's saying he's here.
Oh,
In
there
the
he is.
chat. Okay. Kel, what's
My
up?
dog.
What's up,
What's
brother?
good, man?
What's up, man? Happy Black History Month, man.
Happy Black History
Hey,
Month to
hey.
you, brother.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the front yard a little more light.
There you go. Yeah, we got to see you, King. We got to see you.
Yep.
I'm trying to train for I'm still in zone shit with it, man. I got the lights off in the backyard, man. You can't,
Yeah.
you be back at
Oh,
10,
okay.
it pop up on you. But now I stay up a hill, so when you look up the hill, it's like we can see down at the street, but you can't see shit up here. And my
Yeah.
grandma split like it to keep it like that. Black
Yeah.
folks
Okay.
think folks be looking through your house and shit.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my grandma was
Honestly,
saying, she was like,
older I get, the more I get that fear. I was like, hey, man, for real, I was working from home today. Mailman came across the yard, but I didn't realize it was him. I saw somebody pass the window, and I was like, hey, yo, who trying to come? Like, somebody trying to break into the house? What's going on? Like, I was definitely tripping. I feel like the older I get, the more I feel like that.
I got you. Like,
yeah.
hit them.
Yeah, don't turn the lights on when there's blinds still open around my grandma. She'll be like, "What the hell you doing?"
Mm-hmm. But I don't mean cut them on when the sunlight on, boy. You like, man, you got free light. What you doing?
Yeah, nah, man. You gotta wait. As soon as that moon pop up, then you can turn them on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nigga, just be running up them folk bill.
My light. Everything affect the light bill to older black people.
And nigga goddamn drinking too much soda, man. You running up the light bill. You like, what?
Yeah.
Why you got
Oh
that
man.
fridge open so long?
Yeah.
You know that light in the refrigerator still
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah. Why y'all
Right.
why y'all talking so loud? Dang light
It's
bill gonna go up.
supposed to be a motion sensor out here. Okay.
There we go.
Use some of my little phone.
Shit,
What's
how you been
going
living
on,
though, Kel?
everybody? SOS podcast, man. I'm all good, man. We blessed. We blessed. I was at Icons last night for the Scottsdale takeover. The
Oh
Scottsdale
yeah, man.
unincorporated
How was that,
takeover,
man?
man. That shit was great, man. I mean, it was lit. It was great. What I ain't like about it was something that I'm gonna continue to go in about. How DJs and promoters are holding shows. I feel like it's watering down the vibe of showcases as far as this Scottsdale unincorporated thing. Tenzin, you know how Ray Rod them perform, so they got the shit turned up. And then
Right.
after they perform, you put an R&B artist in between them, and then a backpack rapper, and then me. So shit, by the time the R&B and the backpack rapper come, the crowd done lost.
Right.
They done walked off, started getting drinks and shit. Like that shit be throwing the whole shit off, man. It don't
Okay.
be no flow to it, man. But that's the thing. But it's it's bigger than just a show because it's a black thing. I'm big on because I'm from the hood, so I see how people treat hood shit. Like niggas feel like they can't be better than crackers, so they gonna be better than the hood nigga or better than the hood girl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I feel like that's one of them things to where rap is something that's our culture. It's something that's prominent in our culture. Something we take serious, but it's easy for a host or a promoter to fuck it over and fuck over the integrity of it by just having shows any kind of way, promoting people any kind of way. They don't do that for no other genre but the hood shit. But yeah, that shit it get deep. But yeah, it was cool.
Shit, hey man, we making Black History every day, but shoot, man, my condolences to y'all's friend. I never met him, but I saw Ray and Cartel posting about someone who passed away. So my condolences on that one.
And I appreciate that was
But
actually
shoot,
Cartel blood brother. That was Cartel youngest brother, man.
Oh wow.
oh
R.I.P.
damn.
man.
All right,
Mm.
well, hey man, peace be upon him, man, for real. Wow. Um, so you just so Kel, man, what's been on your mind with this Black History Month, man? Like you've been
Man, we ain't been getting no shine.
just
We ain't been celebrating this shit, man. I'm really disappointed in Smoking Chill because every month they do a theme, and I was just hoping February we can do a Black History theme. I ain't give a fuck if it was
Mhm.
Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? Just some, and we doing
Mhm.
fucking vampires, man. That shit threw me off a little bit. I don't see no Black history celebrated nowhere in our culture, but all our culture is Black history. If you get rich off rap, you're
mm,
getting rich off Black history. If you love
Mhm.
rap, you love Black history.
right.
Why don't rappers show that shit? Why don't we
Yeah.
show it?
Yeah. No,
You
I
know what I'm
feel.
saying? Like
I
even in the
mean,
group chat, they talking about Smoking Chill. The guy talking about he finna perform his Fuck Ice song. I'm like, bruh, when through all this George Floyd shit or anything black people going through, did you see foreigners come together and say, yeah, we finna band together and make songs and content to say we need to stand up for black people? You ain't never saw no shit like that. The hell you finna make a Fuck Ice song? We still need to fuck the police on. They still killing us. This shit been happening hundreds of years.
shoot. I
But like
mean,
I
and
said,
there's nothing.
we done got so programmed into it, and it's that self hate shit to where we feel like if it ain't necessarily happening to us, it ain't happening to us. Nigga, you still a nigga like Kanye said. You still a nigga in the coop. It just ain't happening to you yet.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I don't think Black History matter to black folk no more, bro. To keep it real, like as a whole, I don't think it matter, man. I think it's more of a performative thing now. Like, and then even at that, you don't even see the brands chasing that shit no more. You remember on February, you see NBA, everybody,
oh
damn
yeah,
Well,
Dove,
I
fucking
did see a lot of.
Listerine,
I
you
I
know.
did see a lot of that stuff still. Now, granted, though, I'll say like a decent amount of corporate world has gone away from it, but only because think about the current administration we got. They
It's
don't
not
feel
the
incentivized.
administration. It's the
They don't
fact
feel
that they know it
incentivized to do
doesn't
it no more.
matter. It doesn't matter. They know that black people don't care if they outwardly support black people during Black History Month or not. They know it don't matter. So why put the money into it?
I don't
Why
know.
put
I
the
mean,
money into it?
I feel like it's a bit debilitating of the people to say that black people in general don't care about the month no more. I think I don't know about all that. Now I'll say in the entertainment industry, yeah, I guess I agree with your sense that there could be more focus on it in the entertainment industry, but but from like the people standards, I do see still a lot of push for Black History Month. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff this year of people trying to bring the focus back on Black history facts and stuff, mainly too because like I said, with the administration and everything, currently with their push to push Black history out of education, out of the classroom and everything.
mhm.
It never was in there. It never was in there. And then, like I say, I'm all 100% black, so I'll never speak down on black people. I ain't say black people don't care about it as in a thing like I'm against it. I'm saying it's systematic to where we going through so much every day. I feel that we feel we don't have the time to sit out and say, okay, February is for black folk. I'm gonna take my money and do this with it. I'm gonna take my even as far as just what we promote. Like we don't nigga don't post no white folk during fucking February. For what? Like it's like what's the that's what I'm saying. What's the significance of Black History Month as a whole that you see? What different do we act in February than we do in March, April, May, June, July? That's what I'm saying when I say it's not important. You don't feel like it's Black History Month.
Right.
You see that shit on Instagram and TikTok because they getting paid for it.
Well, I will say, I mean, it definitely felt a little lacking this year, but that's just because I wasn't as plugged into like media and shit like that. But just to take it back to the George Floyd thing, I mean, those protests was worldwide. Like you had people over in London, like
no, they were protesting all lives matter. They weren't protesting black lives. It wasn't a black thing. It wasn't a thing. No, listen to me, Tenzin. It wasn't a thing to what they said. It's a systematic thing to where they are killing black people through health, through police work, through the education system. It's never been a stand from any other ethnicity with us.
I don't know. I mean, I did see a lot of like, like worldwide straight up Black Lives Matter protests.
Who did that benefit?
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's more of an issue of the establishment than
right.
Exactly. So it still goes into the systematic thing. That's why you saw that, because it's still the systematic. It's still systematic.
Well,
like I say, where did you see where somebody stood and said, all right, as a group from Israel in America, we gonna stand with the black people and we go to these black stores and spend our money here.
Well, I mean, during the whole like,
but during gay pride, we got whole goddamn conventions where all the vendors gay and they just getting all the money. We can do stuff for gay pride. We can't just say, oh, we go send this to the homeless folk. We go get these folk out the street. We go feed these folk on Edgewood this week. But we'll have a motherfucking Martin Luther King Day hookah celebration.
Well, so you gotta blame that on them brunch spots there.
It's the system. It's the system. Everybody robbing niggas. Niggas robbing niggas. That's what I'm saying, man. We gotta just stop going for it as a whole. Fuck that shit, man. We don't need that shit.
And
if Black history go be supporting black business, quote unquote, and I got a thing with black business. Why everything that got black business stamped on it got something to do with the goddamn club or some fucking food? What about pharmacy? Why we ain't got no black business that's pharmacy? What about plumbing? You don't never see no plumber truck on the back that say support black business. The only way you see support black business is some shit that kill black folk.
No, there's black plumbers out there, and there's also like black owned banks.
Them folk not promoting it as black business. The only thing we promote is black business and shit that is we just spend money on. That shit, I'm telling you, bro, man, boy, this shit get deep, man. Who we gonna get? Why black business ain't no ambulance pickups?
Well, I mean, modern ambulance.
We invented that.
Yeah, I know. Here in Pittsburgh, yeah.
So why isn't that a black business thing? When you type black business on the hashtag, what go pop up?
Well, I can tell you why exactly it left. So it started here at the Freedom House in Pittsburgh, but literally it
was. Where you at, dog?
Yeah.
You talking about Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
For sure.
Yeah, Freedom House were literally were the, I'd argue, like the godfathers of the modern ambulance service that we have. And then it was literally like co-opted and taken by the government. Like they took their practices and stuff and straight up snatched it. Like the government snatched it. And that's why it went worldwide. So in terms of why there's no specific black one is because we had a black one and the government took it. And now it's like a governmental service. You know what I mean? Like it's no longer privatized anymore.
The government didn't take FUBU.
Yeah, but that's a clothing. That's clothing. That ain't ambulance.
I don't know. What was it? What did he say?
FUBU.
Oh, FUBU. Oh, okay. For us bias.
Yeah,
Is that? I heard that was making a comeback. All right.
yeah. I don't know.
But I mean,
I think Damon Jones still own it, so you know, he might.
I
This
mean,
shit
yeah, because
fucked up.
like, so Kel, like you're not all the way wrong, like for sure. I mean, yeah, like, and as B said, like a lot of just like that ambulance shit, like a lot of great things Black people has made. Who's coming in to take the credit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Nigga, the
As
Civil
to your
Rights Act,
point,
we fought for who? What name a black person that benefited from the Civil Rights Act?
All of us.
What?
I mean,
The only issue with it, it wasn't
Give me a
codified
link,
in the law.
give me a link so you can go get your taxes suspended for 12 years like a Jamaican or Haitian or Chinese or Indian or a Pakistan. That's what the Civil Rights Act did. They worded it the way it's the minority of the minority, meaning we fought for it like we was gonna get it, but they said no, the minorities of y'all neighborhoods, which excluded us.
okay, I'm gonna have to look into that one,
Look into it, nigga. Not
but
no nigga in America benefited from the Civil Rights Act, bro. That's how Asian, that's how all them Haitians fucking got over here. That's how all them Jamaicans got over here. You don't see them talking about Black
okay,
History Month. Oh,
let's
thank you for fighting all this long so we can get our bitch ass over here. You don't see that shit.
I
okay.
But
So
guess
mean,
what?
there's
Guess what?
civil rights,
Guess
and then
what?
there's
They'll go on.
immigration.
They'll get on here and talk about everything you did. They'll talk about black folk ain't got no culture.
who?
I mean,
You know
well,
Wait,
what I'm
what?
saying? Including they
well,
selves in Black American history and shit.
I mean, American pop culture is Black culture, though. I mean, we invented all that, so I mean,
Right.
it's undeniable.
Not
It's
even pop
like our
culture, man. The best
contribution.
food you like,
Yeah,
nigga.
I mean, listen, like white people turn quote unquote struggle food, some of the struggle foods into like delicacies. Like, oxtail used to be cheap until white people like started liking it. So
Nigga,
I mean,
white folk used to do what you call eat high on the hog. That's a term. It's not popular now, but like how nigga be like, oh, they bougie or whatever. The term back in the day was eating high on the hog. That means you only ate from the pig head. That's how the slaves got ribs, chitlins, and shit because they'll get the slave to get the pig, slaughter 'em, but they, like I say, eat high on the hog. They'll only eat the pig head. You ever saw them pictures where they had like the pig head on the table and all the shit around it?
Mhm.
That where that came from, but they'll
yeah,
literally get what they thought was the bullshit to the slaves, and that's what they gotta eat. And them
Yeah,
motherfuckers making ribs, chitlins. Them motherfuckers got to taste. Say, oh, hold on now, what going on?
yeah. I mean, yeah, no, that is the origin of soul food and stuff. Uh, nah, for sure, yeah. No, yeah, yeah. Most of our contributions, don't really go as like as recognized and stuff. Yeah, in terms of like like the whole diaspora like wars and stuff like that. You know, yeah, like any of them trying to say that
What's
like they're
diaspora?
so like diaspora is like black people globally, not just black Americans. So like it's the black diaspora, like black around the world globally. Globally.
Who else it gonna be?
I'm
Keep it
sorry.
crazy.
Okay, you talking somebody else.
That my grandma came. Say hey to the podcast.
hey,
Hey, how
grandma.
you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But
Nah, I come back in the
But as
back.
far as like benefits from civil rights, I mean, well, the benefit that we had was,
Marine station.
segregation wasn't legal anymore. But now, was there some negative effects to civil rights? Obviously, yeah. A lot of black businesses kind of like went down the tubes just because, well, everybody could shop at, the white stores and shit. But now to say absolutely no benefit
I
whatsoever,
know.
I
I
mean,
said nobody benefited from the Civil Rights Act. I mean the paperwork that we fought for, the same reparation, all that thing that these folk was in the streets marching for. We didn't get none of that.
well,
The
no,
same
civil
shit they
rights.
was fighting for, saying, "Hey, we are clearly behind. Let us open some businesses. Give us some grants and loans." That's what the Civil Rights Act was about. That's what I'm saying. No black people benefited from that shit because we didn't get it. We didn't get
No,
none of
but
them rights.
what we did though, Civil Rights Act, got us inclusion in the public spaces or like all types of stuff, or like
Inclusion in the
certain.
public spaces, like what? What did we get included in that we didn't have?
No, I'm talking about public spaces, and then we weren't segregated to have to like create our own thing. You know what I
And that was
mean?
the benefit.
For the most part, yeah, because we were
How?
excluded from society.
How? Do you know? Not even 1% of blacks had not even 1% dropped out of school prior to integration. Nigga,
Okay,
literally 99% of black people finished high school, bro.
okay, but
Because
most of
we
those,
had black schools, black
yeah, but
principals,
most of
black
those schools though were underfunded. Most of those schools did not have the same access to reading
and they turned
materials.
and they turned out to produce Booker T. Washington. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, but
George
not
Washington
everybody was
Carver.
becoming Booker T. Washington though. That's the issue. The problem is that was literally the issue. That was the whole issue with separate but equal. Separate but equal cannot exist. If something is separate, then it can't be equal. And literally, those schools were being underfunded. They didn't have access to materials. You know, they were overcrowded.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm finna do like the Dudley boys and tag team by heavyweight champion.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? What's going on?
What's
Say what?
good? What's
Wait,
good?
real quick, brother. Introduce yourself, real quick.
Yeah, my name is Keith, but some call me Mac and Sweet Jones. My podcast is Back at the Chevelle Radio, and I talk about these things as well.
Oh
I just
wait. Slow down real quick. I'm a tag the podcast real quick. What's it called?
It's called Back of the Chevelle Radio.
Back of the Chevelle. That's that on IG, sir.
It's on YouTube.
YouTube. Okay. Back of the Chevelle Radio. YouTube. Okay. I'm gonna post it in the chat. Go ahead and look if I spelled that correctly, sir. Oh wait, never mind. It won't let me post that comment. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's cool.
I got you. Hold on. Back of the Chevelle.
Yep, Back of the Chevelle Radio. It's spelled exactly how it's properly spelled.
Yeah. Okay. So like CHEVELLE, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I don't know. I tried to put it in the comments and it won't let me. It won't let me do it. Like, I don't know. It's not.
I guess because I'm the host. I can.
Okay.
But it's up there now. Is that spelled correctly? Back of the Chevelle Radio.
Let me see here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all, man.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. So go ahead, my brother. What's going on?
Yeah, man. So I heard y'all talking about the Civil Rights Act and things like that, man. Loving the conversation, by the way. Here's the thing with the Civil Rights Act. We shouldn't have been asking for Civil Rights Act. We already had our civil rights. It's literally in the Constitution. Literally, that was a waste of time. We should have been asking for cash reparations and to have our lands restored to us. When they legislated the Civil Rights Act, they listed us under minorities. We are not minorities. We are the second largest ethnic group in this country. See, the thing about white folks understand ethnicity because white folks before all this shit identified with their religion and their tribe, their ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? So if you were from Germany, you were a Frank. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward
so
over
real
here,
quick. Hold on. Rewind a little bit. Like what's your definition of minority?
Not a Black American, an immigrant.
Okay.
For instance, an Italians are a minority group, but the Anglo-Caucasian is not a minority. They're the first largest group in this country. You have to go by ethnicity. You can't just go by race and just plain and skin. That's how you don't understand these elections. When in the past, and I'm gonna get back to what I was saying, but like the last presidential election we had, they were everybody was looking at race instead of ethnic group. They looked at the Latinos. A Cuban don't vote the same as a Puerto Rican. They're not the same. They're literally two different groups. A Mexican don't vote the same as a Puerto Rican. A Dominican don't vote the same as a Puerto Rican or a Cuban. All those are different groups. That's fragmented groups. The term Latino didn't even come into play until after the 1960s. So that's a fake term anyway. They don't go by that shit where they from.
Them niggas, they went to court just to fight so they can be white.
in the 50s with LULAC and all that. So all this minority, Black Americans specifically need to get the fuck up off of that. We are not minorities. We're literally the second largest ethnic group in this country. We are the swing vote in this country. We literally control what goes on in this country when it comes to politics. We just don't understand it. Listen, Kamala Harris lost that election because look, 20% of our people did the math and say, well, listen, if 20% of us don't vote for or stay at home, she will lose. And that goes for any Democratic goddamn president, period. They need 80 to 90% of our vote. That is power right there. We are not a minority. Everyone else is minority except for Anglo whites and the Black American. Everyone else is a minority. You have to go by ethnic group. Once you start going by ethnic group, that's when you can see the things in play and what's going on. Back to the Civil Rights Act, and I like to shout out Dr. Claude Anderson because he the one that really got me. Because I was talking like y'all for real till I listened to Dr. Claude Anderson, and I started understanding what he was saying. He started giving out the history, and I started reading his books and understanding that the same shit, we already had that stuff in the Constitution. Also, every black person wasn't a slave. You had free people around this country voting, even in the South. It was just in certain specific areas. The issue at hand is they done goddamn warped our minds and our people minds to the point where we goddamn thinking we all this one big nigga or one big goddamn group all in it together when we are not. There's books, there's articles, there's news clippings of every damn thing we've been through, who's been against us and who is not on our side. We are not minorities. We don't have no fucking allies. All we have is each other. And once we see each other as an ethnic group specifically and not the whole race thing, then we're going to get some shit done. That's why I support the delineation movement. Now we're starting to see who we are, and we're starting to understand ourselves, and we're going through actually Black America is going through a renaissance right now. That's what a lot of folks ain't understanding. We're going through a renaissance right now. It's millions of people talking like me and seeing this shit for what it really, really is. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the Civil Rights Act, what they should have did was made sure they put black in there. Black is not listed in there one time. You know who really benefited from the Civil Rights Act? White women and white men. That's it. And and everybody else that come across the goddamn borders and everything like that, they do, and they don't like our asses. So our folks fought, died, went to war, and we still in war right now to this very day. For other folks to come over here and damn leapfrog us and to propel white women. Now, when slavery was over, our wealth in this country was 0.01%. Do you know what it is today? The same. What the fuck is a Civil Rights Act?
Haitians moved up, Jamaicans moved up, Asians moved up, everybody moved up, but niggas since
but Black America is literally an island within the United States surrounded by fucking enemies. Look at our communities. Fucking all this inclusive shit, this we are the world shit. This is what got us fucked up in the first place. When you go outside, your dollar don't even circulate, even when you want it to, brother. You know why? Because it's for the fucking League of Foreign Nations all over our goddamn community, sapping off the goddamn black dollar. And their dollar, what they do is they go up the buckhead. I mean, you know what buckhead is. They go over the buckhead and all that and spend money over there. And they send money off to their relatives overseas. And that's that. Our dollar don't flip one time, but we can go into all these other communities and these other enclaves, and it flips multiple times. The Jewish dollar flipped 20 fucking times in their own community. Not, and I ain't even mentioning all the goddamn dilapidated bullshit apartment buildings and houses that they own within our communities that they do get. And I'm not singling them out. Same thing with the goddamn Asians who own the half stoves. We got motherfucking niggas buying chicken from fucking Asians.
And guess what?
You got niggas buying cuisine from fucking foreigners.
And them saying that same
they don't eat that shit.
That same Civil Rights Act made it where them Asians could open up a store in our neighborhood, but couldn't open up a store in Buckhead.
We controlled Madam C.J. Walker, all that. We controlled the fucking hair industry. You think an Asian invented the 6-inch weave? A Black American woman invented that shit, man.
Civil Rights
White
Act,
folks cut a deal with them and gave that shit to them.
Civil Rights Act made it where they can't open their stores in
Same thing with these gas stations. Same thing with these gas stations.
So hold on, let me put a Hold on now. Y'all saying a lot of stuff, and it's very hard to catch up. So let me just correct the record real quick. The dropout rate was astronomical prior to the civil rights movement. Also, the thing you said about ethnicities, yes, there are a lot of ethnicities, but guess what? When we were forcefully brought here, those ethnicities didn't fucking matter because yeah, we all spoke different languages and shit, right? But in America, they stripped all that from us, right?
Right, and
So,
we went through an ethnogenesis in the 20s,
right.
and now we're all Black
Hold on,
Americans.
hold on,
Now we're
hold
Black
on,
Americans.
hold on, please.
So it matters.
So, hold on.
It matters.
Okay, it does matter, but
a
what I'm
lot.
saying is, so like the actual definition of a minority, it's more about power structure. It's not necessarily how many people. So that's
But I just gave you a power structure.
right. Hold on, my clock's going off. Is my clock too loud? It's going off.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
All right. So I mean, what you guys are saying isn't all the way wrong exactly, but you can't necessarily say Black people didn't benefit from it because we did. It stopped.
No, if we
This
did,
system.
hold on. If we benefit, the wealth, we would not still be at 0.01%. We didn't benefit. This is just something what y'all got is, oh, hey, what we got was, oh, hey, we can walk down the street every now and then without getting our fucking head bust by these crackers. We can go into their establishment without them spending our food.
Look, and then
that's what you got.
Pardon my words. Look, was the dropout rate that I'm talking about is dropping out and just going to the street versus they were going straight into a workforce. They left school and went straight into a workforce. They had training.
Okay, come on now. You can't just change your definitions in the middle of it.
Well, also,
so
yeah,
like,
but also too though the quality of the amount of those jobs and the quality of those jobs were also bad before the Civil Rights Act too. Plus, a lot of those people too, I had in my family, they were only allowed to work certain positions at these jobs and stuff. You know what I mean? So no, I think the issue is we're not saying that the Civil Rights Act was perfect. There were a lot of gaps in the Civil Rights Act. Also, one of the main issues is that they weren't codified into law. You know, that was the other issue that the government did, you know, and still has committed by not codifying those in the law. But, you know, to say that they didn't benefit any of our people, that's just false. Like, we got the right to vote, got the right
to enter in. We already had the right to vote, bro.
When did we have the right to vote?
No, you already had that right, bro.
Prior to that,
federally, I'm saying, yeah, there may have been some places that allowed.
There was only a few places in the South, bro. Do you know, bro? You had free Black folks in the South, like Mississippi and all that, literally living over there around the plantations.
Federally, it protected our rights federally to vote. Yes. All right, that's the issue. Okay, as long as one or two cities were allowed to block Black folks from voting, that was still.
What are you getting when you vote now? You can't name one policy specifically for us. So congratulations, yeah, we're protecting the vote. But guess what? Guess what? You're not finna get nothing, because guess what? In the 1970s, when Nixon got in office, they created a policy called the benign neglect policy. And that was, hey, we're not going to kill y'all leaders anymore, anything like that. We're not going to beat your ass in the street no more, anything like that. We just going to fucking ignore you, not give you shit. You bring up them jobs as well, which you was partial right. By the time 1974 hit, they had them goddamn shipped all them jobs out overseas, period.
No, so I wasn't talking about them shipping the jobs.
It was a small, it was literally a small little, after the Civil Rights Act passed, it was a small little time, maybe a hot 3 to 4 years, where Black folks had their little foot in the door, and shit, and they getting jobs and all that, and they rolled all that shit back. Same thing when they did, when the slaves got released, got freed, but they freed themselves, and Reconstruction popped off. Really, Reconstruction, the start of Reconstruction was the only time that this motherfucker ever came to restorative justice. And yes, it trumps the shit that was being accomplished literally trumps what goes on in that Civil Rights Act. So Black folks got to enjoy the Civil Rights Act for what, 5-6 years? Then we saw all the factories go overseas. Then we saw all the drugs come in the community, the crack, all that. You ain't seen one policy. Y'all literally vote to put black kids last, bro. Every time I bring that up, folks want to ignore this shit. Then the people y'all champion, not talking about y'all guys. I'm just saying what I see on it. You know what I mean? But the people that get championed, they won't even motherfucking champion reparations. It took for the reparation movement to pop off. It took down Trayvon Martin dying, Michael Brown got down dying, Sandra Bland died. It took all these people dying. And I remember when we went to these rallies and we was telling, now we want reparations now. That's what we want. We don't want no apologies. We don't want none of that bullshit. We want reparations, and we want a goddamn anti-black hate crime bill. That was established when Mike Brown got killed. Motherfuckers laughed. When George Floyd got goddamn killed, they kept on laughing. Now, fast forward to 2026, you got motherfucking cities, literally states, goddamn with reparation committee. Some even cutting checks now. So who's the fucking clowns now? This shit going our way. And to my dog, you was talking about power with like the minority structure. Like I told you, I gave you an example of power. We literally band together and we said, fuck that. Y'all ain't getting Kamala in office. We're going to take our little 20% and fuck this up and make y'all depend on the Latinos and the white women to vote. That's power. We are the swing vote. That's power. This is why we can demand what the fuck we want. We have to sell our vote.
Wasn't a black coalition thing though. That was only sir. Yes, it we was, only man. Lost like 2% of black people compared to the 2020 election.
Repeat like, that. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't hear you.
Based on the actual numbers, from what I remember, at least, I think it was only like in the grand scheme of things, only like 2% of black people. And I think it was roughly more so black men than black women who actually decided not to vote. But they weren't the swing vote in that election. The swing vote was the white women more so than the black people.
Which are you talking about? No, last year was literally because of black people. The swing vote. There was no such thing.
Those numbers were not high enough. The majority of black people still went for Kamala Harris. It was only
it was 80%. I think it was what 80-something%, bro. It wasn't 98%.
From what I remember, it still wasn't enough to swing the entire election. It wasn't black people.
If she has to depend on white women to vote, then yes, that means some of the black folks said fuck her. That's literally how it works. White women are not
some, but it wasn't the main driver.
All it takes is 20%. They need at least 85 to 90% of the black vote to win Democrats.
And then also too, let's say even if we go off that fact and the black coalition of voters did all decide to say F Kamala Harris in the last election, what did that get us? It got us somebody who's arguably worse.
Name the politics, man. I don't care. I'm liking Trump up in there. You know why? Because we suffer when any president is up in there. So guess what? If we suffer, everybody else needs to suffer too. That's what's going on.
That's not true. I mean, we don't suffer.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Name
from
one
every president.
Name one presidential term where we got policy that helped us. Name it. I'll wait.
Are you asking for black people specifically, or asking that
black
didn't
Americans
help the people,
specifically?
period?
We're the ones who fought and died. We're the ones who fought and died on this country.
Guess what? The gay folk got something specifically when Obama was in there.
Get
married.
Get married. I mean,
there's still a specific policy for them. And money comes with policy.
We can get married.
Money comes with policy. Believe that. You still ain't named one black policy.
I guess like, so for instance, like when Obama was in and he created like bills to help, people who were
that was for
black
everybody.
People. Yeah, everybody included black
Where's
people.
the reparations, dude? Why do y'all
specifically for black people?
First off, the president specifically can't. He's not.
Yes,
he wouldn't be in charge.
It's been done for the Japanese. It's been done for Jews.
It'd be Congress who would approve of reparations, not
Jews still benefiting from it. Japanese, bro.
Yeah,
Japanese
but that's
people
Congress,
still-
though. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Japanese
That's
people
not
are
the
benefiting
president.
from us bombing them on their land.
Like, come on,
That's
bro. Like,
Congress. I'm
As
trying to tell
B
y'all.
is saying, it's Congress that makes that.
why are y'all? But look, why are y'all so content with getting crumbs, bro? Like, I be seeing
I'm
that
not-
black folks like, look,
I'm
look,
not saying
listen,
I'm content.
Like,
I'm
folks
just
you're
saying
just
that the
assuming
government
things.
owes
nigga
us
who want the
more.
whole enchilada water and then make the crumbs seem like the real cake. That shit crazy.
I'm not saying that the government doesn't owe us more. I'm just saying y'all are, for instance, putting that onus entirely on the president when
Also,
Congress
there
would
was
It's
have
on
to
all
approve.
of them. We have the. It's on all of them. Anybody. It's on all of them. What I'm saying is demand more. Sell your vote.
Listen to me, Tenzin.
Cool,
Sandy
but
Hook
the
has-
issue is though.
Listen to
I
me.
think one of my
Listen to me.
issues is though
Look,
too.
Sandy Hook
When
happened.
y'all
Hook
say
happened.
just
How many
F politicians, y'all don't put up nobody else to go against the ones that y'all think are bad. That's the problem. And pretending that voting don't matter is crazy. These are the people signing these policies against us or taking stuff away.
Let them know. Let them know. Let them know. I was right about that black vote thing. I was right about that. Like I
Get
said,
your order come up.
78% black men voted for Kamala. What are you saying?
like I said, no, it don't matter. She needed over 80%, literally like 90. It couldn't be in the low 80s. All Democrats have to get in the high 90s to get the presidency. That's how it goes. We're the swing vote. We're the only ones in this country with that power. You can look it up. You can look up the numbers.
What I'm saying
they
is,
give
though,
out
it
multiple.
wasn't
They give
enough
out.
of a
They don't
loss
give
of
out.
black
They don't give
voters
out.
that was
They
the
don't
reason
give
why
out.
she lost.
They don't give out exact percentages as well, but like each, like the AP, the Associate Press, and things like that, they give out theirs, CNN, they give out theirs, or whatever the case may be. So is the range has been from what? The range is from 76 to 82%. That's what the damn polls from 2020. That's what the polls say. She didn't have enough black votes, bro. We stopped that shit. That's power. There's no such thing as a white female swing vote. It doesn't exist, bro. They vote. The majority of white. You know why? You know why? Because the majority of them vote how their husband vote, man.
What I'm saying to you is, even if it was correct that it was black people's fault that she didn't get elected in, what did we get after?
But that's what we saying, like, nigga, what did we get in any presidential election? What did black people get specifically? Like I say, gay people got something specifically for them. Jews got
gay
something
marriage.
specifically for them.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I'm
when
just
you say
saying
gay people got
bro,
something specifically,
anything.
they got gay marriage.
That's a problem. That's a problem that their community was dealing with. We got problems that we dealing with, and we don't get no resolution. You can't name one. Like I say, I bring up Sandy Hook. That's a school shooting. How many times the school shootings happen versus how many times the shooting happens in black neighborhoods?
Yeah, it's
why?
all wrong.
So
yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Why
what's
aren't
the
we
comparison here?
Bro, there's more police killing black people than school shootings. Why aren't we passing laws about policing how they deal with black people individually versus we passing all these laws about school shootings that rarely fucking happen and they only happen with
First
white
off, they ain't
people?
passed no real laws on school shootings either.
Right.
Like, there's no real laws on school shootings. And then when it comes to policing going after the police, that's literally an issue because those police unions are some of the strongest unions in the entire country. Every time they try to go after them unions, they always lose. Like them, and that's an issue too. But again, that goes from the top down. And yes, I've been very vocal that more politicians should be stronger on going after the police unions. But again, it takes more than just one or two of them or a certain caucus. It takes, an overwhelming.
What about the hospitals where our mamas and our sisters having problems having babies 60% more than white women?
That's done on purpose. They kill our babies on purpose.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, that's an issue in the healthcare system. Yeah, those things have been addressed for sure, but
no, they have not. Kamala didn't even run on that. She was talking about women's health, and she went in on abortion. She like, what the fuck? Why the fuck?
Brought up black
women.
She brought up black
women championing abortion when they just kill your fucking baby anyway.
She brought up black female maternity issues too.
Man, no,
also,
she did not. She was hanging on abortion.
Brother. Yes, she did. Also,
she did not run on
gutting the healthcare system as we've gone has made infant mortality go up in black women even more. So what did boycotting Kamala do but bring in somebody who
Sir,
is dedicated
Kamala did
to
not
killing
run on
poor
that
black
ticket,
women?
sir. That was not, and you can go on her damn website. That was not in her policy, which she didn't even have that at first. She didn't have a goddamn policy for a whole month, and y'all niggas was like about to line
Definitely
up and vote
brought
for
it
that.
up on the campaign.
Bro, she didn't even have any policy for
1000%
you.
brought it up on the
She didn't
campaign.
have, brother. She didn't have no policy for you. And when black men called her out about it, she went back and and put some bullshit together, and then turned around and said, "Hey, no, it's for everybody."
Yeah.
How the fuck
So
is it
she
for black
brought it
men?
up
It's for
on the
everybody.
campaign
Everybody
trail.
ain't a black man. That's a liar, and she's not a black woman.
You
Stop, y'all.
expected her to
She's
win
not
the
a black woman. She
presidency
literally ran on
specifically
being black American.
ran for black men.
She literally
That's
ran on
not
being
how
like.
the presidency works, bro. No black politician would ever win an election specifically by advocating specifically.
You know why? Because people like you talk like that. That's why. I bet you. I bet no.
This country is
Listen,
more
I'm gonna
racist
follow
than
you.
you think.
They win by talking specifically for white
This
folks.
country is more racist than you realize. Trust me.
Listen. I promise you, in the next 8 years, you're gonna hear that talk because the Democrats gonna get tired of fucking losing. Now, I
I'm
already
not talking about the Democrats. I'm talking about independence, everything.
Hold on. I done already showed you that we got what power we had when you said we didn't. You said XYZ when it came to the vote, and I literally showed and proved that no, it was us that stopped that shit, and that's gonna continue to happen. That's gonna continue to happen, sir, until they give us what the fuck we want. Since black folks want to goddamn.
But what is it exactly?
A red dot Indian, bro. They was calling a red dot Indian a black woman. You are not a black American woman. Your lineage does not trace to this fucking country. None of your people died here. Your ass was raised in Canada. You are an Indian. Don't ever disrespect us. You are not us.
She's 50% black.
She is not. She's a Indian.
So what?
Black,
So
black
what's the other
American, sir. Sir, my
what's the other half?
Hold on.
Listen, her dad is a coolie. Her dad, that's what they call him over there in Jamaica. I know what I'm talking about. My ex-girlfriend is from Jamaica. That woman ain't black.
Okay.
Stop it, man. What black? Who in her family black? Because her dad don't identify as black. Black ain't on his birth certificate. So who is black? They can't be black. They're from Jamaica.
Where you see his birth certificate at?
Bro, they are diaspora black. They are not black American. This woman is talking about collard greens and all this shit. Tupac lying. Tupac wasn't even motherfucking rapping in the 80s. Like, come on, bro. You should have been putting your faith in somebody who a fucking liar, bro. And you want to walk your people into that damn burning house?
What I'm saying is this, brother. What I'm saying is this, my boy. Okay. What did you get in return for
I told you earlier what we got. I got exactly what I want. I got these white folks about to tear each other apart. Everyone is suffering now. Everyone is suffering now.
We getting tore up too, brother.
Bro, hey, name the year where we didn't get tore up, bro. Name it. When did it stop? What day? What month? What year?
All I'm saying is you said you had to stop Kamala Harris, right? You had to stop Kamala Harris. What did you get in return for stopping Kamala Harris?
I just told you.
You didn't tell me. You didn't get anything.
We got a lot. What you mean? What do you mean? We got everything that's going on right now. We get people deported. We got damn people suffering, and that's not only black people. Everyone is suffering, and this is how it's going to be until we get what we want. Because guess what? When have you not suffered as a black person, sir?
When you saw the Caribbeans and Latinos protesting about mass incarceration for black folks?
Never, bro. Never. Name the year that black folks stop suffering in this country, bro. Name the year. Can y'all name the year when black folks stop suffering in America since it's what did you get and all this? Name it. Name the year where black folks stop suffering. What day under what president, man?
Do you think
under what president, bro? Under what president?
I guess what I'm trying to ask you though. Okay, if you don't like the Democrats, you don't like Kamala Harris.
I don't like the Republicans neither. They're all the same.
What I'm trying to tell you is what black person in a political space would you advocate for then?
See, the one I would have advocated for is dead now.
I'm talking about alive. Like
none of them.
No.
Saudi up in South Carolina. Oh, two actually. Tamara Shealy, who ran for senator here in Georgia, who I voted for, by the way. And also, if I could have voted for him, I would have voted for him as well. But I don't live in South Carolina. Marcel Dixon, who's up in District 6, I want to say, in South Carolina, which is the same district as Jim Clyburn, who's the same cocksucker who said that he's supposed to be one of the most powerful Democrats, right? Saying, why is this district so fucking poor then? Huh? He got all that power. Why his people don't got shit up there? Huh? These people y'all champion now. Huh? And that goes on across the fucking board. You can't name
Are
none of
those
these
people
motherfuckers
that
who
you
doing
mentioned, are they running for
anything.
president? Are they
Who?
running for president? Are those people you mentioned, did they run for president?
No, but these are local people.
Right. The problem is, though, during the last election, what I'm saying, the closest, even if she wasn't what you wanted 100%, the closest chance you had
No.
was
Lie.
Kamala Harris.
That's a lie. She said she wasn't giving nobody else no reparations. Stop it, bro. Don't even
Then
try to
who-
pull that.
then-
my
Damn
nigga.
that election. Let's get
And
back
I'm not
on the
voting.
system.
Oh, and then one more thing. One more thing in terms of all that, bro. In terms of damn, I'm losing my train of thought. What were we? Just refresh my mind. What we was talking about? I was just about to say it. I'm sorry.
The last election. So.
Yeah, we was talking about the election, sir.
We was talking about the election, but it was something else up in there. You was asking me what am I getting?
Yeah, what I was trying to ask you is what are you
Shit, I'm
getting
sorry.
right now?
Everything I goddamn don't want it. Everybody's suffering, and not only us.
Okay, but
Lindy,
now that
and you
everybody's
asked. Oh, I remember now. I got it. So you was asking about whether Kamala's my only chance, sir. Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act. He was more he'll call you a nigga to your fucking face. What are you talking about? I don't give a shit about
that's
none of
not
that.
a surprise. We knew Lyndon B. Johnson was racist. Like,
okay, then. So I don't care. I don't give a shit if they racist. Just do what the fuck I ask. Democrats are racist. You talking about a woman who was throwing black people in jail over fucking decriminalized weed in California, bro?
Most of her convictions have been widely overplayed.
Man, if it's one, it's a problem. If it's one, it is a problem.
Then that's every prosecutor. Do you got a problem with every prosecutor
doing her job?
Bro, you're prosecuting somebody for something that was decriminalized, dog. Like, no, you're wrong. You're literally wrong. And then on top of that, wait. No, wait.
Let's just
This
burn
the article.
everything and just like it seems like your philosophy is just like, oh well, it's just it doesn't feel like we're just.
I'm finna bring it in.
Everything.
I'm finna bring it.
Reel it in, son.
I'm finna bring it in because you was talking about her convictions. No, sir. The Supreme Court literally had to tell that woman to release those people. She didn't want to do it. You can read the article on it. Come on, bro. Bro, you got folks from LA who literally hate this woman who was exposing all this shit during the election. Black people, our people. Why are you content voting for someone who will harm a black person?
I mean, better than
bro. The difference, the only thing the Democrats and the Republicans the only thing the Democrats and the Republicans are doing is literally fighting over the knife to cut the white supremacy cake, bro. That's it. They don't like us. None of them do.
I don't 100% disagree with you. I guess my issue is when I hear a lot of stuff from people who say stuff similar to this. My problem is it's easy to cut a bunch of stuff down, but when you have nothing else to replace it with,
what do we, bro? We are literally 0.01% of the wealth of the country, bro. Like y'all literally keep talking about stuff we never had shit. We didn't get shit.
Well, hold on.
But the little bit of stuff
at first we were these top graduates, and now we never had shit. Which one is it,
bro? If you these top graduates, why are we 0.0.1?
No, that's what y'all said in the beginning. You said prior to no, hold on. Prior to the Civil Rights Act, like we were just so great and jolly, but now
I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that one time in this conversation. Don't put that on me.
Well,
what I'm saying is,
you got to come with something that I actually said, dog. I didn't say shit by education.
But with the stuff we have now,
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Like that's all.
I didn't say nothing about education. That's you. You brought that up in your head. I didn't say nothing about any of that.
Well, I guess you weren't here for most of the conversation. So, what is your actual solution?
Y'all was talking about that, but those ain't my words. Those ain't my words.
So, what is your actual solution?
But I guess the thing we're trying to say is, what is the next steps from now? what realistically should we be doing right now?
Getting on code with one another.
And look, let's
Community.
stop. Look, first off, let's stop talking about what we should do as black motherfucking people, nigga. When if we can agree that it's a systematic thing against us, why do we keep saying what we should do when we know we are oppressed? Why don't we say what should we demand from the motherfuckers that's oppressing us? What should we stop accepting? We need to stop because that's a way to dance around the problem when we say what should we do as black people.
Right.
Nigga, we here. You asking somebody like say you got 0 point whatever the fuck percent of the wealth, what should we do? We need to get some of the wealth. We clearly can't accumulate it ourselves.
They want votes, we want money.
We need to get the system changed. We need to stop being oppressed. It's not a black people thing. Black people are not the problem. We are the victim.
Right, I understand that. What I'm saying is,
so what policies?
So imagine going to a nigga that's a child telling you my dad beat me the fuck up every motherfucking day, ain't nothing I can do. Imagine telling him, well, what you think you should do about it?
I guess
nigga,
my
get
problem
this nigga
is,
off my ass.
I guess
get this nigga off my ass.
Yeah, but who are you saying that to though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the problem is y'all are saying we got all this political power, right? That we were able to successfully throw Kamala out, right? Okay. What do we do with this political clout? Who should we go for? Who should we be voting for?
And what I'm telling you that's a part of the conversation that got to politics. What I'm saying, this shit systematic, bro. Racism is bigger than motherfucking Democrat. Racism is bigger than capitalism, bro.
No, I hear you.
So listen to me. So what I'm saying, with it being systematic, fuck the system. Let's stop talking about Kamala. Let's talk about how, nigga, we 400, 500 years behind. We're people that can't trace our lineage nowhere but here.
Right.
A lot of us. So that's why we saying we different from a nigga that goddamn can say, oh, I'm a Jamaican. When shit start going on with niggas, a nigga ain't gotta just be a nigga. You can choose to be a Jamaican. But when it's cool, you can be a nigga. That's why I'm against that shit.
And they got articles from back then in the
you know what I'm saying?
It was like that, where the white folks are allowed to make
I hear what you're saying.
I say, bro, like, nigga, Asian people right now are fighting to be considered to be white, bro. They feel like with the Civil Rights Act that they benefited from now, with them going to college and shit, they feel like we can't get the same scholarships as a minority.
I feel what you're saying.
Whatever. So we rather be considered white.
I feel what you're saying. I'm just saying,
going to court about that
to
shit
me,
right now.
It feels a bit defeatist to just throw our hands up in the air and say we can't do shit and then not try to do anything else. I'm saying, what do we do from this moment?
Get on code, man. We showing you getting on code, just how we got on code.
We getting on code, and we not saying we throwing our hands up, not doing shit. We saying, bro, we need to address the problem, bro. The problem is not what black people can do. The problem is what black people can't do and what aren't allowed to do.
Get on code.
So what we can do together is get on code and start doing some shit. Like you say, we got all these graduates, bro. We ain't got not one nigga make insulin, but everybody grandma got diabetes. I got diabetes. I've been had diabetes since a child. So just think, if we got on some shit to what black people like, oh, we ain't fucking with white folk, nigga, I'll be dead in 7 days. Your grandma be dead in 7 days. She need blood pressure. You know what I mean? Our folks on dialysis. All these black folks you talking about got all these degrees and shit. Why they ain't got no goddamn dialysis clinic? Motherfuckers don't graduate to help us. They graduate to get in position to help crackers, bro. It's a system thing, bro. Tell me. That's why I say you literally can't tell me one thing passed in America just specifically for black people. But like you said, you talking about gay people getting married. Just think, bro, that shit petty, bro. Niggas getting killed, bro. It's a systematic racism. It's medical. It's fucking education. It's this shit real estate, bro. Redlining.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Nigga, my nigga, I was born the year when it really took off, but nigga in Atlanta, nigga, they wiped out all the niggas in the city for a fucking Olympic game.
Right. And I think we're kind of missing the point. Is like,
how you think that affected jobs in the city, my nigga?
I get you. I'm just saying to pretend
from a people that already can't get but certain jobs.
to pretend that all of those issues are devoid of politics.
They're not.
All that stuff
It's
happens
in
because
politics.
of policies allowing those things to happen.
Right.
And so what we need to do
is demand black policy for us specifically, like we were saying.
I'm listening to you.
Right. And like but like I'm saying, okay, if you throw out all the people that y'all said aren't advocating for us, cool.
But don't listen, hold on.
Let him talk.
Wait. I'm cool if you want to chop it down, throw it out, whatever. I'm cool with that. You know, I don't care about a political party. The problem is we need somebody to rally behind and replace these people with. Okay. And if you don't have anybody to replace them with, if you're just so ready to throw people out because they didn't specifically address black people, then what do we do other than just say?
And also, like, who are you supporting locally?
Let me clarify. You really do. You still are supporting their game. It's not a thing of throwing them out or XYZ, because they can run a million fucking times. My thing is, we gonna make you fucking lose until you give us what you want. That's the thing. It can still be you. But guess what? If it's you gonna do something before you even get in office. So the thing is, the thing is this: getting on code with, hey, we got our votes. We need to break away from having party loyalty. These people are not fucking celebrities. They're the ugly fucking actors that didn't get the part. I'm tired of people fanning out on politicians, dog. We need to damn.
I'm not talking about a specific politician.
We need
I'm
to
just
pull
telling
back.
you.
We need to pull back, and we need to look at this like a negotiation. Start looking at it like that, because election day is payday, and we need to start coming to the table like, well, hey, no, I'm not voting for you until you give me the policy that I want. You got to give my people something. We can start here, and then in this year we can go here, and that year there, X, Y, Z. So if we're the backbone of the Democratic Party, like they always say before they fuck over us once they get in office, then we need to see some of that motherfucking backbone money. I'm tired of all this other bullshit. We need money. That's it. We in this shit. You in Pittsburgh, my home up there too. Man, it's fucked up everywhere out here. We've been fucked up. You can't name one president where we weren't fucked up. I'm out here, man. I see this shit every day. I'm not playing their games. Everyone else know how to play it. Actually, what I'm talking about, everyone else do. This is a negotiation. That's all I'm saying. Let's fucking negotiate. Let's come together as a people. Let's pull the board out. Hey, y'all, we need this, and this.
Nigga, we got.
Let's get out here. And let's get out here. Hate crime bills. They did that on purpose to spite us.
We got Asian hate crime bills.
We need to let's get out here. Let's get out here. These are the things that we're going for. And when I say these are the things we want, it's actually the fucking community. This is not some cracker ass agenda that's getting pushed to, and then we go along with it like morons, knowing good and goddamn well what we need is fucking money and an anti-black hate crime bill first before any damn thing. So what we need to do is, like I said, man, just get on code. Let's get our ideas together on what Black America really truly need to really fucking rise up and really be great, and present it to the politicians like it's a fucking goddamn deal, like it's a negotiation contract. Hey, this is what we need out of you. You want our votes? You want to win? We know the numbers now. If XYZ of us don't show up for you, you won't win. We're willing to do this over and over and over again. It becomes it's really gonna become an attrition thing, and that's what it's starting out now. And people are suffering, and it sucks, bro. I'm not the nigga that sit up here and be like, well, hey, I'm fuck you. No, bro, it sucks. But now they feeling how we feeling, man. And and the thing about Black America, bro, we survivors through all this shit, man. So we always gonna figure it out regardless of what they fucking do. What these damn folks, what everyone else gonna do, that's gonna be the show. You gonna see them break before we break. They will come to the negotiation and say, bro, we gotta have patience. The civil rights didn't start in the 60s. The first civil rights arc started in the 1920s, man, with a riot in Chicago. That's when that shit started. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, those guys are second generation. They're second generation civil rights, man. We gotta have some fucking endurance. Period. So what? We suffering. So what? Our folks was getting fucking raped. Kids, man. So no, man, we can endure. We can endure some more. We can wait out these folks, man. And that's what it's gonna be. Because they not gonna goddamn give a shit if they know they automatically gonna get the vote. Why would I give you anything if I know you gonna vote for me anyway? Fuck you. I can give you crumbs.
I mean, but your lack of participation will also help them. So I mean, I don't under.
Help them how? Help them. Help. It's gonna help the people know. Cause somebody want to. You think they gonna keep want to lose? They don't want to lose. This money they losing. This is about money and power.
I mean,
You think they want to keep
the people they
relinquishing
want to win
power?
are still winning. I mean,
Then look,
as long as
look, then what I'm telling you, as long as we keep talking about the government and shit, bro, nigga, that's still the white folk game. So, like you said, what we should do, man, as black folk, man, we need to take an approach more on like the Panthers, man. And I say that because one thing I saw, you remember a few years ago during COVID, the guy got killed at the Krispy Kreme, I believe, by the cops. The cops tased some students downtown. It was a lot of shit going on in the city. Ahmaud Arbery happened in Savannah. Like all that shit was just happening like in the same thing. Yeah, at Wendy's, not at Krispy Kreme. The guy got killed.
That's right. Yeah. The Wendy's, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so I was actually in the city the first day when they started riding. Like I literally went down there at like 5 p.m. on Tuesday, and it was crazy. And everybody was just standing in the street, bro. And that was out of nowhere, bro. I swear to God. Like I swear, bro, I ain't never saw that many people in the street. But everybody was just standing in the street, kind of just, doing what they were doing. Bro, it was some motherfucking white boys, nigga, coming down on like skateboards and scooters with like hand bombs and shit. Bro, and I tell you, they just started throwing them at the police cars. And bro, the whole energy just shifted. Like, folk just started going crazy. Like, I really saw the riot. And what I'm saying is, what I saw, we didn't gain nothing, but most of the people out there were people who could have helped us in other ways than being in the street. What I'm saying, like, a lot of shit got looted, tore up, but a lot of those people went to work. Like, a couple days later, the next day. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all can help us fight racism from your boss table, from starting to hire different, from starting not to look at people the same. You know what I'm saying? If you're a nurse, you can stop racism or fight that shit better from taking care of motherfucking different or making shit known how the system is for black folks and goddamn white folk. Like, I saw something, bro, and it was so crazy. The white nurse posted it on TikTok, and it was just some shit like white. They might describe a white guy like, oh, he's disappointed and all this other shit. But a black guy like that say the same thing. The white guy say they gonna say he's like disgruntled and like you know what I'm saying, just all this other shit. Like, man, that's how we can fight this shit from where we stand. And I say that to bring it back to what I was saying. I'm sorry. We can fight it from a Black Panther standpoint. They didn't worry about, oh, let's goddamn go to the president necessarily. We gonna do that, but at the same time, we right here. So let's start making sure these babies straight. Let's make sure ain't nobody got to worry about if they go get home from the bus and not say. Let's make sure these kids ain't got to worry about if they go eat. That's why I say the money we spending. Bro, you know how many niggas go to vacations and shit in places where they don't like niggas? Imagine we start putting 10 or 20% of that in our neighborhood, bro. Like, nigga, you see a foundation that tell you 30 motherfucking cents a day go feed 7 people in another country. Imagine what goddamn $10 a week can do in our country, in your city. That's why I say, bro, it's bigger than that. It's the system, bro. It's not black folk that's the problem, bro. We are the victim. Even the black folk that's fucked up, the folk that you look like, man, them folk not necessarily adding to us getting up through there or whatever. They not adding to us having a positive, adding a positive, whatever you gotta say, bro. Them still niggas and a lot of us suffer from self-hate. So like I said, still go back to systematic, bro. I think that's the problem we got now. We mind fucked to the point where we think we gotta blame niggas. Like, even how we get older and start looking down on the young generation, like, oh, the young niggas doing this, the young niggas doing that. bro, realistically, bro, think about all the things we could do as a child. You know, even in my neighborhood, I'm not proud of that. You know, a nigga can't even go down here and play basketball, bro. When I was
Yeah.
little, you can go down there every day after 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock. From Monday
Yeah.
to Friday, and then on Saturdays from like 10 in the morning to like 3. Now you gotta pay $3 on Saturdays, or you gotta have a ID card with the zip code. How many 10, 12-year-old kids you think got an ID card?
Exactly.
Not a lot.
That's why
No,
you see
yeah,
the young
that
niggas
type
on
of
the block
stuff.
like that. But
That's
look,
that type of stuff I do agree with you with, Kel. Like,
that's
yeah,
why I
there
say it's
needs
a
to be more
system thing,
community
dog.
interaction. There needs to be more community interaction and stuff like that.
Man, you
And
know how many, bro, think about how many groups of people used to come to our schools and stuff and be like, hey man, come join Boy Scouts or 4-8 or whatever, bro. They don't see that. They got
right,
rappers going in their school now, bro.
right,
Like, what is going on, man?
right,
Like I say, we gotta look at it from a system thing, bro. The system doing it, bro.
right.
Like you can't look at the deer and say, man, why y'all letting them lions kill y'all? What? A lion? We gotta face the lion, man. It ain't the deer. We're deer. And like I said, it ain't from a point of, oh, I'm hopeless, or you know what I'm saying, or for black folk, man. I love black folk, and that's why I feel like that. Like, I'm big on whatever they doing with the ice and all that. Not to say, oh, I don't like Mexicans and nothing, but like I want to see somebody else see that, like, man, my life is in danger just for my nationality, my ethnic. No one has ever felt that in America but us, bro. Think about that. In this country, as long as it, I mean, you could say Indians or Native Americans. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But as far as the prominent groups that you see here, no one has ever felt that. We felt that all our lives. Your mom felt that, bro.
Right.
Think about that, bro. My great grandma still living in this city of Atlanta in the 60s.
The issue with the ICE stuff
kidnapping.
is, though, it's already affecting black folks. Not just diaspora blacks either. Like us specifically.
Yeah, black Americans too.
Black Americans have been getting tore up and locked up because they thought they were Jamaican or something like that. So that's the problem when it comes to, like, and I'm not saying you full on supporting them, but that's the problem with overlooking a lot of this stuff, like the government overreach and stuff like that. It always turns back on us, bro, especially when it comes to federal troops and everything.
What I'm saying is, if it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna come back on black folk that hard, that's gonna show how weak other nationalities or other ethnicities is fighting it. You get what I'm saying? Cause that you saying that's gonna come back on us, or it is coming back on us. Police shit is here every day. The education brutality is here every day. Medical brutality is here every day. We don't gotta wait on that shit.
No, I feel
you get what I'm saying? Right now, as a man in Atlanta, I don't listen to me. Right now, as a man in Atlanta, ICE is my last fear, bro. Think about how crazy that is, bro. The cab police is more known to kill me or somebody like me than an ICE agent. And this, you know what I mean? So like I say, that's still on the back burner. I would still be putting somebody else over me and my little brother, me and my grandma. I'm from Atlanta, bro. You know the Red Dogs got this bad for killing an old lady. I was alive when this happened.
Yeah.
That's why all them infamous Red Dog stories, that's why they ended, bro. They went in there and killed the old lady. They went in there. That's what they were doing in my city, bro, in my lifetime. So I don't want to hear about no ICE agent, bro. These same people are Atlanta police.
It seems like we agree that yes, our problems are systemic. It's just we just don't agree on certain like details. I mean, listen. I mean, advocating on one problem doesn't take away other problems. Like, yes, we can still go against ICE because look, we had to hear about 2 white people getting killed before the black guy. Like, yes, there was a black American shot by ICE. So, and it's like, so I don't know. Like, y'all look at rights and stuff like a pie or something. It's like it's not like
Black American.
it's not like just because you are anti-ICE doesn't mean you all of a sudden just don't care about black American issues. You can walk and chew gum
the superintendent for the KL County is more dangerous in my life or to my family's life than an ICE agent.
I respect that viewpoint. But what I'm saying is,
The doctor
just
I gotta
because,
go see in 2 weeks for my
and
diabetes appointment, which
again,
I've
the
asked
point
him
I'm
to
trying
do
to make
now, is more
is the
dangerous than
point I'm
all
trying
you.
to make is, please let me finish my thought, please.
So I got you. My
Okay,
fault.
I'm sorry, but the point I'm trying to make is, like, just because
Oh,
you hear somebody saying, like Patience, right? Just because you hear Patience rapping about fuck ICE doesn't mean he doesn't give a fuck about Black Americans, because he is a Black American. He's gonna care. He trust me. He knows just as much about this systemic stuff as we do. Like, yes, it is a problem. There is medical racism. There is racism in our education system. Yes, Black neighborhoods are still underfunded when it comes to education. So, yes, and we do recognize that is a systemic thing. All right. But voting for the whack job that's going to come and literally make things worse over Kamala Harris just because you think, oh
you
well,
still going
yeah,
back
she's
to the
a,
white boy game. You
oh
still
my
going back
god,
to the system.
oh my god. Anyway, but what I'm saying is that's
You
not
went back
productive
to both.
either. But let me like
By the
yes,
way,
and can you start, and yes, does it start in the community? Of course it does, and I'm proud of what you do, Kel, because I know you do a lot of stuff for your community as much as you can, and I always applaud you for your efforts. Okay, but it's like it's not as simple as y'all try to make it, but it's also complex. Like,
It's not that we making it simple. It's it's not simple as in the fact of doing it, but it's simple as in the fact that it's black and white. Because other cultures and people have done it and it's been successful. For instance, just on some small shit like the Montgomery boycott.
mhm.
Like just think if we, but then it's crazy too. But let me say this: just think if we boycotted certain businesses or franchises because we said, hey, we feel like y'all not into the black struggle, so until y'all put this into the community or shit like this, we not gonna support y'all. Like for instance, clubs. Like we not gonna come in here and buy these high ass drinks, and y'all got 10 people on the tent right on the fucking sidewalk, and then y'all telling us to pay 40 to get in. Nigga, it's shit right here on the steps.
right.
Yeah, and I
Like,
and I
where
agree
is you
with you.
going?
Yeah, I won't
So if we did
yeah,
that, you
like
don't
I
think
won't
we would
support
get
that
some
business. Yeah.
support?
Yeah, I mean, look, locally, yeah, like that would definitely work if you was to say, hey, don't go to insert club here because the owner is anti-black. Like, yeah, like that would work, totes. But y'all take this community thing and then, but you try to apply it to like a system, this U.S. You know, it's integrated. Like most of these issues are integrated. And B, I think you was trying to say something.
No, I was just saying, we're gonna have to wrap up after this point, because we over time. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I think we're all essentially just saying the same thing. I guess like where the
I
disagreement,
meant to say intersectional. I meant to
right,
say intersectional. There you go.
right, intersection, yeah. I guess essentially we're all saying the same thing. We all want better for our communities and for our people overall. I guess where we disagree is the macro level. Like, and so it seems like, where we're disagreeing at is, you know, like where to apply the pressure for the macro level and then what to do after that said pressure is applied. But I said I think that's ultimately the biggest thing that's gonna have to happen if we are going to commit ourselves to this mindset of sticking together and I guess holding holding like people like politicians or like the healthcare industry accountable if we're gonna like essentially hold the knife to them. We need to know exactly what we want jotted down. And the problem is, I think, especially in our both black community in terms of small C and big C community, we are all very, very different people, and none of us really know exactly what we want on the macro level. But I think that does, include dialogue and stuff. And Kel, you brought this up earlier when you first joined. It's like, yeah, we got to talk to more people in the Black community, not just not just like mainstream people. It's going to take street people. It's going to take all type, like poor folks, rich folks, everybody. But no, yeah, I feel you. But I do want to thank Kel and your boy for joining us. Thank y'all so much for coming to the show. If y'all got any last minute shout outs y'all want to do, I want to give y'all the platform to do that real quick.
For sure. My boy had dip. Goddamn, I'ma tag him on the Instagram. But shit, man, shout out y'all for letting us have this discussion, man. Cause a lot of times, you get to talking like this, and man, folk get in their feelings, and you know what I mean. You can really tell, but I can really tell we got points we agree with, we disagree with, but man, I still come to y'all shit next week. I'm still see you at Smoke Chill. By what's up, Tizzy? You know what I mean? I like that. So man, shout out y'all, man, for being able to have that.
Yeah, I mean,
Cause
this is a
really,
conversation
man,
we
we gotta.
definitely got to keep having.
Hey, and I'm gonna close this out with this, man. We gotta get back to being men. It's black men. Just even with certain things like that, man. Certain disagreements, bro. Bro, we finna log out of this, bro. Smoke, do whatever, and go on about our day and wake up tomorrow and get some money. You know what I mean? We gotta take that. We gotta take that whole thing in the streets when we see people. Just that whole mentality, man. Nah, bro. I'm a black man. At the end of the day, bro. You is too. And that's what my whole thing is about, like, just supporting black first or black only. I feel like we the only ethnicity and nationality that don't do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. Caribbeans come here and they are strictly, not saying they prejudice anybody else, but they're forwardly, well, I'm Caribbean, this is my heritage, this what, and we should feel that same way. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So shout out to everybody black, man. Everything black going on and everything that's truly black, man. And
All
folks be
right.
like, what that mean? That mean what it mean, man. If you ain't feeling your heart, then hey.
Right. Thanks so much, Kel, for coming through. It's your boy B, and we got Tenzin over there. Shout out to our brother Los. He ain't here today. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Like, share, do all that stuff. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow Kel. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we'll be here again next week, 8 p.m. Eastern. We out.
For sure.